Thobela Debbie. Great seeing you too. Great seeing you too. I was actually enjoying the Native American music now. So thinking about you in that side of the world. Yes, I was going the Native American way, as in getting myself the spiritual bit of me. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. And I'm good. I'm here. I'm here. Gosh, it's the beginning, isn't it? Why I repeat myself. Anyway, how have you been in your spiritual journey? You've been wearing a lot of their clothing. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I've been seeing them a lot in my dreams of recent. They've been riding their white horses in my dreams, and black horses there, the Native American. So it is interesting. And yes, and this week I've been actually like seriously in their music, enjoying it. Oh, it's got something. We share a lot with them. Their music just gets deep into your soul. So yes, I have been enjoying that. I think I've been enjoying this group called Brule, We the People. And I was listening to, what is it called? Spirit Horse. So yes, it was beautiful. Beautiful. And Thobela, Fizibe, hello. Makosi, Cecilia. I haven't seen you for a long time, Cecilia. Great to see you here. Gazer Dove, hi. And Ota, Thobela. Yes, we are here in this part of the, what they call it? We are here to talk to each other. What type show live stream? Alberto, we are talking about, we are people who believe in the dead people, ancestors. The spirits, we are the people who believe in the water spirits, meaning that we get energy from the water. So that is the type of show you are in. We are the people who believe in the source. So that's what we are here trying to give ourselves that boost, spiritual boost. So that is where you are, Alberto. So what does your ancestor what do your ancestor want to say to us? I was in Mozambique. Wow, that is so beautiful. Oh, wow. Hook me up with your, but not Lefetlung, right? Hook me up. How was it? Gosh, I would love to go to Mozambique. Yes, I have been seeing a lot of people view me from Mozambique. There must be something there that is coming. Anyway, how was it? How was Lefetla there? Wow, that's beautiful. Imagine that. Wow, someone is being fetlelad in Mozambique. They were doing this to Cecilia. They were spiritually doing this to Cecilia, so that everything can get in together. The powder and the water can mix nicely together, and it can be thicker, spiritually, metaphorically speaking. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We love to hear that. It's good to see that. Oh wow. Gosh, I like it when ancestors are sending us to different parts of the world so that we can be fetelat, we can be initiated, so that we meet different people. And besides different people, remember that they send you, because remember some of them, they're from there, isn't it? So they send you to their people, so their people can show you how you're supposed to be as one of them. So we're always linked up. Remember that. Sometimes we get connected spiritually in this way, where they send you to one of theirs, Like you realize that your ancestors and their ancestors, they've got so much connection. Actually, I had something similar like that. I had someone visiting me here for something else, but the people wanted the person to come in, as in to give me assurance with what I'm going through, just to give me that boost. So it was like the elderly people meeting on a friendship zone kind of thing. Like they were coming here to meet, like an elderly person coming here to my Indumba to meet the elderly, my great grandfather on a friendly basis, so that they can help me. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It's so beautiful when you see that. So the reason why I'm sharing this is to show you that sometimes when we go to initiate from a particular place, you'll find that your people, they've got a deep connection. So they're batsulusa that friendship. So they're bringing that friendship back together, right? They do that. Cecilia is showing a crying emoji. That is why we are here. We are here so that we can show all the emotions using emojis. Yes, we can show all those emotions, and then we can deal with them, emoji to emoji. Right? We do that. We see how we can help each other. You bring your crying emoji, and I bring my laughing emoji, and then we beat that. We meet in them. We bring the balance. We balance the whole thing. We confuse the emojis into thinking positively, right? That cry emoji turned into confusion, and then they realize, oh, I was not meant to be crying and finding it rough. You start thinking straight. Anyway, that is what we are here for, to hold each other's hand, right? Yes. And besides, it is one of those days where we just are spiritually in alignment, isn't it? And sometimes your people might be coming here to tell me something as well. I need to hear something positive as well, right? Remember that it's not only about the crying, even the positive things. Your people should be giving you messages there and say, oh, that thing you're wearing on your head, is it black and white? Oh, I see this, and I start enjoying myself as well. So that is what it is all about, giving each other a boost. Are you my soul girlfriend? Alberto, it sounds like you are thirsty, but it is Sunday. We're gonna conquer that thirst. We're gonna conquer that thirst. We're gonna make you feel nice. Feel nice, but I'm not gonna be lying to you, right? And telling you that I'm your soul girlfriend. I'm already taken, Alberto. Anyway, it is Sunday. In the Ndumbas on Sundays, we tend to take everyone who's in, and we'll talk to everyone. I'm grateful to you for helping me understand some things. It was great help. Oh, thank you. And I'm thankful for you for what they call it. I'm thankful for you and your ancestors for what you were sharing before, because you were helping me as well understand certain things. Beautiful. Actually, I was thinking about something that you shared. I think it was you a long time ago. You correct me if I'm wrong. A long time ago, when you were talking about being with another healer, and you were getting the ancestral cloth, the blue ancestral cloth, lion ancestral cloth, and stuff like that. It was you, wasn't it, Cecilia? And we were talking about something totally different from, and I was thinking about that and the message that your people were giving us, like the explanation of that ancestral cloth. It was a big information the people were sharing with us. Anyway, that is just that. Alberto, one Roland. Okay, all right. I should take it off. Okay, maybe I should take I should block the way some words. But anyway, we will entertain. We'll entertain. As well, we need we need people to thirst for us as well. As we are thinking spiritual, we want others. They say distractions comes in different ways, so that we can see how far we are spiritually. Are we able to deal with distractions as they come in? Right? We can show our ancestors that from what they've been training us to be strong, grounded people, we can really be strong and grounded, especially when we are in this, what they call it, when we are in these live sessions. We can show that all that training, when we were dealing with distractions in the dreams, we can actually literally deal with the distraction in live session format, meaning that in physical format. We are not showing that we can conquer all the things in the dream state, but we're showing as well physically that we can conquer all that. Okay? So that is just that. And as well, yes. Cecilia is saying, yes, it's me. And after I had brought those things, you came back with flowers, and I made tea for us as we were chatting. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, you know, something very important with what you shared with that dream, because now that I'm going through what I'm going through and realizing the other gogo that you saw me with, and where how far they are spiritually. Now, I'm talking about now, as in I'm looking at the gogo that you shared with, the gogo that I was with in that dream of yours. And, you know, it makes a lot of sense. You see, you were so far. Your people were so far. They were looking here at me and thinking other things. And seeing other things I was not seeing. Right? And you were giving us clues, you know, and we were just looking at them as in, oh wow, it is just a dream. But now it makes sense. You were foreseeing things. You were being like a, what they call it, prophetic. Besides the teaching us about the ancestral cloth, but you were being prophetic as well with my journey. All right. So that is that. And the good thing is that the message is held there for review, because someone is probably going out of the way. Anyway, we are strong people. We're supposed to be strong. And remember, when we are on this spiritual path, yes, 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 we will meet the albetos, we will meet people along the way who might try to distract us into thinking otherwise, especially when we want to be thinking spiritual. They'll be trying to make us think otherwise, trying to make us forget where we are supposed to be heading, right? As in helping each other grow spiritually, which is what we are doing here, helping each other grow spiritually. So that is just that. But anyway, we get that. We get that. Anyway, what was I learning about recently? Oh, beautiful thing. I'm in school at the moment. School as in, not the school, but people haven't taken me to school. I'm in school. I'm going to school with another healer. I love those schools where the ancestors are taking us to school. And we will be learning big information there from ancestors, right? Meaning that we are not trusting, but some ancestors, they've got too much information, so they reach out to our ancestors to say, we've got enough, we've got information we want to share with you, and then they come and share that information. So they take healers to school together. So you are at school with another healer, right? Physical, I'm talking about physical, and it's not a spiritual thing only in dream. Physically, you are in the process of learning. You are training, right? You're training with another healer physically, and spiritually as well. You're going to school with them. So you're learning big information with them, and physically you as students you're sharing what the ancestors are teaching you and stuff like that. It's so beautiful. I love that. I love that. So if your ancestors want to take me to school, please, they are welcome. If they've got big information they want to share, they are welcome. I'm always here. Anyway, Cecilia, well, I appreciate you. Oh, I appreciate you too. Yes. Yes. So that is where we are at this particular moment. Oh, it's so beautiful. Learning. Oh, yeah, beautiful things. Yes, so as students. Anyway, the reason why I actually even wanted to do this video is because someone asked me a question. I wanted to come live. Someone asked me a question on my other channel. I need to go into that to come and explain that here, so that I don't have to repeat myself a lot like in text. Where is that? Okay, where's my almost went to my okay. All right. So someone asked me. It was under the video where I was talking about playing football in dreams and stuff like that. And someone asked me a question. What does it mean when I coach and other when I coach, right? When I coach and other coaches are sitting down writing while I'm coaching. What does it mean when I'm coaching? Other coaches are sitting down and writing down things. Remember that a lot of these dreams that we are being shown, especially playing sports or doing things like related to a particular sport, we need to understand what actually happened in that sport, right? Meaning that if we are being shown as players, what does it mean to us as individual players and the role that we are being shown playing in that dream? And as well, we have to think about as a sport, what is our role as part of a team? Now, if they're showing you like as a coach as well, you understand that a coach is someone who have to think about the overall beat of the business and stuff like that. Not business. Why am I thinking business? I've been talking business too much. Now I need to come back to spirituality. Okay. So what does it mean, especially when that role you're being shown playing a role as a coach? What does it mean for you spiritually, right? You know that if it is like you're a coach netball, you know what a coach is supposed to do. As a coach football, you know what a coach is supposed to do. A coach playing rugby, you know what a coach is supposed to do. Now, what does it mean for you as an individual, right? How, if your ancestors, spirits and guides are showing you in that role, what does it mean for you? The coach is supposed to be there showing people, giving people their roles, making sure that those roles, they are being performed as they're supposed to be performed, being strategic about the sport that is being shown in the dream, right? Being part of you're thinking, you're the thinking person there. You're the leader, isn't it? Is a way of the leader, the mentor. People look up to you as a coach, right? So, but if there are other people sitting on the side, observing you working as that coach. So what does it mean? They are watching you and observing you as a coach. What does it mean? If you're being given a role for the first time, if your people want to observe you in that role, obviously they'll show you, other people are observing you to see if you're performing well in your new role as a coach, right? Or if you have been performing but not performing according to how your people want to show you as well, they'll show you that you've been relaxed. Now they are telling you that something needs to change here. So they're coming in to observe you, because remember that if they're saying there's something that needs to be looked into, so they'll have to come. If they told you that you were not doing well, so now you're showing them that you're correcting that bit that they were showing you that is not right. So they'll have to come and to show you, to look at you performing that role as well, to see if you are correcting what they were showing you, right? uh, Remember, like any other job, if you're not doing well and you're being told that you're not doing well, they might come in to see you in performance doing that particular role, right? They might come to have to observe you, right? Doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? They're coming in to observe, and then they'll be writing down to see, okay, this was done like this was done like this. Oh, good, good, bad, right? As in, like, they're giving, they're marking in a way. But then you can see in the dream, if they were not observing you, but they were observing the team. It was other coaches, but observing the team, but not observing you as a coach. So you can always tell in the dream that you were being observed, doing your role, or they were observing others, meaning the team, not observing you. But you were concerned about them observing you, because obviously there's something you are unsure about, or maybe it is your new role. So you're still nervous, you're still thinking that they might be trying to see if you're doing something, you understand what it is like when you're in your new role, especially for the first time. You want to do the right things, right? So it can come as in you're being observed in your new role, or you're being observed because as they have shown you that you have to do something new for you. So you're being observed, adding up new things in your role. So they want to see if you're doing the things properly. You're coaching as you're supposed to be coaching the team, right? So they will observe you, like inspect you, right? Inspect you. Other coaches who knows the job that a coach is supposed to be doing, they'll come and observe you and write down what they think. When you finish coaching, they'll tell you this was wrong, this was right? Or have you looked at this correctly? Next time when you're coaching this club or football, you do it like this, or add this new information, or add this thing. Be strategic like this, right? Or add this thing when you're mentoring. Just the same thing as a gobela, right? Let's say as your new role as a gobela. Now we're taking out from the football. We are being observed as a gobela. You've trained as a healer. You're working as a healer, but for the first time, you're having a new mutwasan. So when you're having a new mutwasan, you are a coach. Your job is a coach, metaphorical coach. Now you're being observed as a gobela, as a coach, as a mentor to new mutwasan. So your gobela will come and observe you doing your work as a new gobela with your new mutwasan. So your gobela will be writing down, if they're like me, when you were talking to your new mutwasan, if you were trying to trans mutwasan in the wrong way, they'll be writing down, okay, when she finished, when I'm talking to her now, giving her feedback or him feedback, this is what I'll talk about. So I have to write everything down so I don't forget. So I'm writing down as you are with the new mutwasan, as a new gobela with the new mutwasan. So meaning that as a coach, as a coach as well, I am observing you in your new role as a coach, with your new role as a gobela, as a mentor, right? So that is, sometimes it can come like that. So it comes in different ways, our new roles. Or sometimes it's not a new role, it's just that maybe you have been doing it for some time, and as well you feel like there is something that you're not doing right. Then you ask your gobela to come in, because you feel that your matwasana, there's something lacking when you're assisting your matwasana. So you go back to the house that trained you. You go back to your gobela to ask her to come in to see you working with your matwasan, so that if there is anything that you're doing wrong, they can tell you. If there's anything that you're doing right, they can tell you also, right? It's like as a way of just what they call it, just something like a when you're at work, you always get feedback, isn't it? You're doing very well. You can be, you can, what they call it, you can get a new position, you can get an upgrade, things like that, right? So for them to say that you're doing well, they have to check your job performance, isn't it? How are you performing in the role that you're currently at? So sometimes they might want to come and see before they give you a new position, isn't it? If it's going up there. So they have to come and see that they're not giving it to the wrong person. Maybe you're relaxed now. You regressed, you went backwards. But so they have to make sure that they're giving it to the right person. They're giving you the role that you deserve. So that is just that. Okay, that was the coach business, right? But I was talking about it as in spiritually, using healer to healer, Gobela to Gobela, right? But a coach of a team. A coach of a team, meaning that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do as a coach will do. All right, so that is just that. Anyway, and another one, when we're talking, let's talk about another one about the schools, because like I'm saying, I'm at school, so I can talk about schools nicely. Schools, actually. Let me do this, as in I don't have to do too many videos. I've done this, I've exhausted this. Okay, I was going to talk about school dreams, but maybe it's not time. It's not for this session. It is not. I don't need to talk about that. Anyway, yes, we are here. We are here to see if we can help each other, and as well, I'm trying to get my act together. I'm gonna be watching. I'm going to the theater today. I'll be watching a show about Ingom, called Sikelele Ingom. So beautiful. Well, the way that they're advertising it. I'll be seeing Tandy Somazai. I like her, so she'll be performing there. So I'm looking forward to that. I like the song she made. Ujenge ngoma shayusu wonke ngizwenze njani ngaphandle wakho. But she's not singing that. But the name of the thing is called Ingom. 30 years. I think they're talking about what they're calling democracy in South Africa. Something like that. Anyway, that is me just sharing that, because I know that when I come back, I might see something that should not say that. It's gonna be fun. Yes. People who are ancestors, spirits and guides, people talking to ancestors, the people who already gone before us, the people who, while others are sleeping, You guys are at work learning about mutis. You are not even given a chance to breathe. You during the day you are busy, at night as well you're busy. So that's what we are talking to you, so that at least we can see how we can help each other, so that it doesn't look as bad as I'm making it sound, that you're working overnight. You know, people who travel while others are sleeping. You know what it is like. You know what it is like. Anyway, anyway, so what do you guys have? What do you guys want to share? What do you want to share? Like I'm saying to you, I don't have much to share. I'm at school at the moment. There's literally nothing to share in my spiritual path. When I go to school with another healer, what my people tend to do, they take a back seat, and then what they only feed me is feed me something related to at school. But then, as in like a like a boost kind of thing, nothing else. Everything takes a back seat, so I can be at school and I can be learning properly. I can concentrate on my lessons, and I can do my research, proper do research, and it's like being at school, proper school, like being at uni, being at uni. But at this time, they've taken us to primary school, meaning that with the new things, this is related to what I'm going through. The new people who are coming into my spiritual path, my new journey. So I'm currently at primary school. That means I'm at primary school level. This new knowledge, the new wisdom that is coming through, they looked at us, me and this other healer. They looked at us and they've decided that with the knowledge that we already have, from what we will be learning, we should be starting from the primary school level, meaning that we'll be starting from the basics, because it is the knowledge that we don't yet understand as as people who, and we as well believe that we are university kind of students, but they've shown us that we are not. We're starting from the basics, meaning that we're starting from primary school. And for those dreamers, school dreamers, it means that you are seeing yourself at a school, in a primary school setting, with other healers, primary school setting. And even then, in the primary school, you can see. Now, the difference between the primary school setting and the people that we are learning with, you can always tell while you're in the class that you are learning with like-minded people like you, meaning other healers like you, or you are at that school and you're learning with not healers, but students, the people who are supposed to be in that class. Meaning that the school dreams, when you're in that class setting, you can go in there. It is nothing to learn about your job as a healer, and as in the spiritual build of things as a healer. the knowledge and wisdom from ancestors. But you are there as a student, as a people. Remember, I'm talking about primary school. You can tell that you are there as a people to learn something about yourself and how you do your things in real life. Meaning that you're there to be corrected about real life issues, as in life skills, kind of things, right? There are differences there. What I've explained. I've explained being in a class with like-minded people like you, meaning that you are in a classroom setting with other healers. You can tell that you are even dressed up for the part. And then you can see in the classroom, because you are unique people, so unique students with different path. So you can tell that the way you are dressed for your path as that kind of a healer, traditional or otherwise. Or you are dressed in that classroom as a healer who is going on this particular path, meaning that the other healers dressed in that classroom might be dressed up in the particular way. You are coming in dressed up in this particular way, but the lesson is going to be the same, but you are on different path. Just mean the same way as you are in the classroom with the Eastern healers, you are in the classroom with other people from other countries. They have nothing to do with traditional bit of things, ancestors, spirits and guides, but they're doing things in their religion and stuff like that. You can always tell in that classroom that you are all doing different things. But for this classroom, even though you are different and unique in your own ways, but you're gonna be learning about the same thing. Now, I've explained two different types of student or people, because I'm currently, like I said, as a people. No, I'm not a people because I'm too old for that. Okay, I feel like I'm too old to be in a primary school. But what I'm trying to say is that I am there learning the basics about this new ancestors with their new different way of the way they work and different way of doing things, right? So with them, so it's a beautiful thing actually. This is a beautiful thing because it's like you're trusting, right? Kakasutu, yes, you'll say you're trusting. But ancestors, they don't look at it as in you go to someone to seek advice. No, they are coming or they are asking that you join together as healers to learn about one particular thing, so that together you'll be able to, when you're sharing the knowledge, the new knowledge that is coming in, you'll be able to share it. There will be 2 people, 3 people, 4 people bringing out the new knowledge that the ancestors are bringing in, especially if it is something that is unknown. So they are bringing the 2 or the 3 of you together, so that when you come out, you can both share it with others. You can teach people about this new knowledge that the ancestors are bringing into, they're bringing it out there. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So that's why connections with other healers is so beautiful in that way, especially when your ancestors are linking you up to share important knowledge with each other and to share it with others. So that is just that. And I am talking about this because of someone asking about school dream as well. And remember that the fact that you are taken to school, it means that there will be people wanting to teach you about important things in your spiritual path. So the moment they come in, you are supposed to you're supposed to go back to your people to ask for more information, because if you're at school, it means they are there. Your teachers are there. Your teachers will be there to teach you about things. So you should not be, especially when they've shown you that they will be on that path with you. Anything that you want to ask, you need to ask them. Right? I'm talking about your ancestors, your spirits, your guides, or whoever that is sending you to that school. You need to make sure that you ask questions directly to them. So you ask directly to them. And another thing as well is that when they're giving you new information, what I'm talking about doing research for me is more like if there is something that I can't wait around for ancestors to bring, like if they're bringing something very big, but like waiting for the next information to come in, like they give you information about something. So I learn about that particular, not the subject, but the way that they brought the information. I go and research why they speak in that way, right? Why ancestors will speak in that way, right? That is me talking about research, why they speak in that particular way. Like when they're using idioms, when they're using proverbs, when they're using that, I go and learn about the importance of them bringing out the language in that particular way that they bring it. So that is me doing research, meaning that if it is something in the language that I didn't understand before I was made aware by the ancestors, spirits and guides in that school, I go around, I ask people around, like elderly people who might speak the language better. I go and understand more why ancestors will use that particular language and stuff like that. That is me doing research. And that is how we learn. We learn like that. Excuse me. So that is just talking about the research bit of things. But when they are bringing new information, that means you have to wait for them to bring it out. But the research is just the way that they speak. That is me doing more research. But the fact that I'm at school, it means that I'm at school to learn according to how they want to bring out the information. So basics means that, yes, they will take their time. They will take their time to teach or to give that wisdom, to give that knowledge that they have. That is very important for us as people, right? So you pay attention and you bear with them. That is when we are students at school. And as well, and we see as well, because they show us in school, in that school setting as well, how we are behaving as students around others, how we are behaving as students. It means that if we are behaving in a way that it is not right, we need to look into ourselves and how we deal with things in real life. And we need to correct them, right? Because they will be showing us how we are behaving while we are in the place of learning. So if it is something that you look at it as it is your weakness, it is your weakness, you see it as a weakness, you need to look at your life in general to see how you can correct that bit that you've been made aware of while you were in that school setting, right? The behaviors will be shown as the way you behave around other students. Good behavior, we know as students how we're supposed to behave, right? How we behave towards the people who are teaching us, how we look at the, how we behave in that school anyway, as well. We look at those things to see if it is good. Is being shown in a negative way or is it shown in a positive way? Negative way means that we need to do something about it. Positive is a good thing, that we love to see positive things about ourselves. But if it's negative, we correct, because it means in reality that is how we are. That is when I talk about weaknesses and strength, right? In that school setting. And another thing as well, okay, the people who are teaching us, our teachers, they are different. So you need to know who is teaching you. Remember that you can have a teacher who's someone that you know. They bring someone, an image of someone you know, because obviously they are showing you that when it is like that person in that role, the way that you pay attention, because of in real life, this is how your impression of that person is like this. But sometimes they wouldn't show you the teacher, someone who's teaching you. You will know that you are in a classroom and then you're going to be taught. But when they're bringing that teacher, it's just an image. Sometimes they're bringing that image of the person that is familiar. But all they're saying is that it is like in that familiar bit of way. But if it is unfamiliar, even you know, someone who's unfamiliar, you have to try to understand them. You're going to learn with them. Like meaning that you're going to, it is a new thing for you. Meaning that even the teacher is someone who's unfamiliar. How do you behave around someone who's unfamiliar as a teacher, in that figure, you know, like as a teacher to you, how you behave there. But it really doesn't matter. The fact that you are at school, you have a teacher, it just means that whether someone is familiar or unfamiliar to you, as a student, you're going to treat people the same way, isn't it? With respect. And as well, they're supposed to treat you with respect as a student, as someone who's learning, right? Respect both ways, goes both ways, right? But then we know that as a student, the way we look up to the teacher, because the teacher is the teacher because they must know something, isn't it? So we want to learn from them. So that is just that. Anyway, that was just me going into the teacher role. And there was something as well that this person brought out that I need to go into that. She brought something as well about being the student. So I can share it now that, like I'm saying, I'm in school. There was something about the way that you feel. The way you feel. Remember that I said the behavior of a student should be, you know, it should behave properly as a student should do. But the way you feel, I used to be, when I go to this dream school, I used to have like that sense of I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't be learning, because I think I know, right? I know. And only to find out that my ancestors, with what they were showing me, they showed me that bit of myself, like I think I know when I don't actually know, right? In the dream, I had the sense of I know I shouldn't be doing this subject, because they were showing me that in real life, it is like that. It's like I think I know, but they're saying I don't know. But in this instance, this school, the one I'm in, I want to go to the feelings, the way you feel in the school setting. In this instance, it is a subject that I do not know, meaning that it is something unfamiliar to me. So even in that school, because it's not even, these are not my dreams. It is the dreams that are coming to another healer, but I'm with that healer in the dream state. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not there. So in this school setting, I am not being shown there in the school setting, but I know that I am at school with the healer, right? I, as a healer, I physically know that I am spiritually in the dream school with another healer, even though in the dream I'm not being shown, I'm not there, I don't appear. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when you're already there. So it shows as well that it is something that is brought to me. It is a lesson that is brought to me. I am learning, but I'm being taken to school, but it is not like I'm there myself. It is a lesson that is brought to my Indumba. It is a lesson that is brought to my practice place. It is a lesson that the ancestors are bringing to my place of work. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing when we are being shown in this way. It's the most beautiful thing for a healer to a healer, for ancestors to ancestors, to help in that way, to give us knowledge in that way. So it doesn't, that feeling of like I know something, it is not there. The feeling that I have is a feeling of, wow, I can't wait to see what these ancestors bring to my Indumba. Right? It is that feeling. I can't wait to see what the ancestors bring to my Indumba. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. Being at school in that way, and being shown that you're starting from primary school, and being shown as well spiritually that you feel you're supposed to be coming from university level, but then going to the primary school is the most beautiful thing. It's the most beautiful thing. And I am sharing this so that you understand how beautiful it is when you go to these kind of spiritual schools with others like you. And yes, that is just that. Okay, I was just bringing the feeling, and this person mentioned something else, but let me see if I can relate with what is happening to me and answer it properly. Okay. All right. Okay. The mixed feelings. Okay. We talk about the feeling, like I was telling you, that the feeling in this instance with this new school that I'm in is the feeling of looking forward to learn, right? Yes, already I know that the people who are teaching us, they are new and familiar, and the lesson is, as well, is new and unfamiliar. Actually, it kind of look like something that is familiar that I already know, but it is unfamiliar. Right? It's something that is totally different. And the reason why it was even brought to my Indumba in this way is because this one, right? The reason why it was brought to my Indumba this way is because with where I am spiritually, and where I'm struggling, what I'm struggling with spiritually as a healer, they had to bring someone from outside to come and help me see things from a different perspective. Someone from outside to come and bring something from a different perspective, so that I can see, because I am so used to being, as a self-initiated healer, I'm so used to be dealing with things in a particular way. But because they have to show me, that they have to help me look at something in a different perspective, they have to bring other ancestors into my Indumba, so that the other ancestors can bring information, the same information that my ancestor can bring, but they have to bring it to me so that I don't become too familiar with like a same way of seeing information. I have to look at information in a different way from other ancestors. It's the most beautiful thing, isn't it? It's the most beautiful thing. And as well, when you're getting to school in this way, not only are you going to school, as well, you're getting as a self initiate, because I'm a self initiator. As a self initiate, you're getting to use one stone to be two. Okay, I don't want to go this way because of Manda, but you are taking two things at a go, meaning that I am getting the comfort of working together with another healer, a student healer. We are becoming students so we can help each other understand the message from the ancestors. So both of us are learning at the same time. But not only are we learning as students, we are helping each other. You know, like when you don't feel like you're at school, you're alone, when you're doing homework, who am I going to do homework with? You know, but then you have another person that when you're talking about your homework, so what did you get for your, what is your answer like? Right? What is your answer like? And then they can, you can look at different perspectives of looking at the same information, different perspective. So not only are you getting that, like someone to hold your hand as you're facing the board where you look at information, you can even gossip while you are in that. Well, obviously, you're not supposed to gossip while you're in the class, right? But you're getting that you have someone with you at school, friend. You become friends, so you can say, oh, during this lesson, during this time when I was doing this, right? During this time I was doing this, like what you say physically. When I was at university, you've got these people that were at university, the year, what they call it, class of 2024. In class of 2024, I was with this other healer, right? Spiritual, the class of 2024, learning about this thing, this new path in our spiritual journey, I was with this other healer. So you've got someone that you can always refer to. Oh my gosh, when I was going into this bit of things, I was with you. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And anyway, that was just me giving you the feelings in this particular moment, and as well telling you where I am in this particular moment in time. And okay, and yes, yes, I am. Yeah, I'm a water child, not initiated. Okay. Yes. So when you're being taken to school, you need to know, to understand who's taking you to school. Your people need to give you information about who is taking you to school. What are you there in school for? Right? If it is not, I'm talking if it is a big school where you're gonna get something. In this school, for me, I am learning about this. I'm being taken to this school because I'm gonna get a new name. So instead of my people just giving me a new name, so they have to now take me to school to give me more information, so that when that name comes in, it comes in with a lot of information. So when after the school, I'll come here and tell you my new name. So it will make sense when I explain what it is that we're learning before I'm given this new name. So this is the reason for it. Right? Is the reason for it. I was rushing it, but the reason for it is that I have to get more information, but then my people don't think they're supposed to be doing it. So they sought help from outside. So they sought help from outside, meaning that they are in friendship with other ancestors. So they brought the ancestors to take us to school so that we can quickly learn about this the new path that I'm in. So once I finish, so when I get that accolades, I understand what the accolades was all about. That is what it is all about. So you have to understand who's taking you to school, and the reason why you are at that school, and as well what are you learning while you're in that school, and then the people that you're learning with, and things like that. That is what you're supposed to do when you're at school, especially as a healer. Not as personally learning about your personal bit of yourself, but learning about you being a healer, working with others, right? Two different things. And I'm not talking about going to initiation school of healers. It can come out like that. This is continuous learning kind of thing, but then they have to show you, as in setting, that your level is primary school level. Your level is of understanding is secondary school level. The level of understanding is university level, right? But if they want to start you from afresh, they have to do the O, A, E, right? So you understand that, this spirituality bit of things, my people have to take their time with me, because like someone who's in primary school, you're not gonna be rushing them, and you're not gonna be like pretending as if they know something that they don't know, right? When they're asking, they might ask you a question that sound like it's like, why are you asking me this? You're supposed to understand it, but for the fact that this person is in primary school, that means you have to be really, really patient, right? Until they understand what it is that you're saying to them. So that is just that. Okay, that is just me talking about the school dream, right? The school dream. And yes, that is just that. And that is all. What else? Yes, I think I'll share more when we get the time, especially when, as I'm going in this process, I'll share more. That's just that. What's happening with this phone? I don't get any messages here, but I see messages are here. I apologize, guys, because it looks like there are no messages on this phone that I'm doing the video on. I'm only seeing messages now here. You guys have been talking. Nice seeing you. That was Cecilia. I guess she's gone. Okay. And Goodwill is saying, Gogo, ngihlushwa amaphupho and kunabantu what? Engisondelene naba abaphupha ngami. Okay, what are they dreaming about? Talk to us. What are they dreaming about? Tell us about your dreams then. Ota is saying, I had a dream where my grandma. Okay, let me just hold this phone close. I apologize. I wasn't seeing because here the messages are not going through. So I was not seeing your messages. I had a dream where my grandma was about to be buried, and the villagers requested the coffin should be opened. And when it was opened, I could see her face, and the legs were already decayed. Everyone speaking. I could not spot because she's my grandmother, and I felt embarrassed. I walked away with shame. Okay. The next day, I had a dream again. I saw the same coffin, and this time they were preparing to bury. Okay, you were embarrassed about the legs were already decayed. Okay. What's happening with your grandmother? Is she still with us or she's gone? What is happening what's happening? Because remember that what you're seeing there, even you being embarrassed about what you're seeing, that is not right. There's something there. There's a message there. The shame that you felt. Why did you feel the shame? Explain the reason why you felt shame so that we understand you. And the shame that because of the legs decaying, or the people around not seeing what you're seeing, or the people around pretending as if they don't see what is happening. And what is happening? Tell us more about your feelings. Tell us about more of your feelings, because the feeling of shame, that is what we need to concentrate on, especially with regard to what they were showing you, something that you felt was not right and it was making you feel ashamed. But what happened? And they're bringing it back again to your attention. That means it's very important for you to look at it properly so that you can reflect on what you were being shown. to see if you could have done something different during that time when they recreated that scene, right? So we need to look at it properly. I'm here and I've got time. Miss Folktale Tobela, please, I had a dream of wearing white curry on my head. Please, what does it mean? I have also dreamt of being in a school with other people several times. I keep writing tests, but I don't finish it. Writing a test and not finishing it. We should be, remember that when we're writing tests, that means if we're being tested, we need to see the result, isn't it? We need to see the result. Not finishing, why are you not finishing? Are you not worried about failing if you don't complete your answers, not being, not getting the marks that you need if you don't finish your test? What is happening? And then when you're wearing cowrie shell, if you're seeing something like that, what did it bring to you in that dream? Okay. Hello, Diver. Hi. What about Kundalini awakening? My back pain, my stomach too, so much painful. Okay. I guess Kundalini is different for different people, isn't it? Some people, they get pain. Some people, they get pain. Some people, they don't. So much painful. So what is happening? What's happening with you? Your back bend. My stomach too. So much painful. Remember, you're talking about the physical symptom. What is happening? What is being revealed to you in the dream state? Remember that every time, whenever these things are happening physically, the physical symptoms are happening of the Kundalini, that means in the dream state, they will make you aware of what it is that is revealing to you. Whatever that is happening, whatever that is creating that pain to you, is being revealed in the dream state. So remember that if it is a spiritual things, they have to reveal things to us spiritual. We have to become aware of the things that are not right, or the things that are right to us spiritually. When it comes to Kundalini and the chakras alignment and stuff, they always show you things that are creating discomfort or comfort, especially when there is disease in the flow of the system, the Kundalini awakening system symptoms. They always show you, reveal to you what is creating that. They always make you aware of what it is that you have to go through, you have to look into, you have to face, as in spiritually face. The bit of yourself that you need to face, right? When I'm talking about the bit of yourself that you need to face, meaning that the things that create a discomfort, especially when there is something that is being purified. Something, remember, is the purification process. What is purging out the discomfort? The purge brings out the discomfort. The purge brings out this, right? So you need to look into what is being shown to you in the dream state, like things that you need to look into. What I mean is that, I'll give you an example. If I am going through, I'll give you a bit with, let me just take Kundalini and just take one chakra from the Kundalini that I can talk about now. Throat chakra, right? Throat chakra. So if there is a movement of there is something that is going around the chakra, right? There is a flow in that system. But when it gets to the throat chakra bit, because of the things that are uncomfortable for me that I don't want to express out there. So that means when it gets to that, I will feel discomfort around that point. I'll feel discomfort. But what is going to be bringing to me in the dream state, or my people talking to me about, it will be like face, because mine they're talking, isn't it? Face this bit of yourself. You are not expressing this bit of yourself. You are pretending to be what you are not because of this bit of yourself. You're not opening up to express yourself the right way because you are uncomfortable of making others uncomfortable in this way. Therefore, it's affecting you. You feel the pain around the chakra system that they will be showing me now. I'm talking about the throat now, the throat chakra point. So Kundalini would have been happening, the flow would have been going and going and going, but when it gets to the throat chakra bit, I feel the discomfort. I feel the pain because of the expression. I am unable to express myself the right way that I'm supposed to. And this not being able to express myself is affecting me so deeply that there is pain. I feel physical pain, right? So it will be shown, as in they will tell me what it is. And if it is something that I don't even want to talk about, even with the ancestors, even if in the dream when they are revealing it to me, the thing that I'm supposed to look at and express about it, what I'm thinking, the real bit of how I'm thinking about it, without actually pretending, right? So they will show it, they will show me, they'll show in the dream as well, that even in the dream, they'll show it. When they show it, when I wake up, I'll block it. I'll block it. That dream will block that bit that the ancestors wanted me to look into. And then it will create pain for me physically. I'm talking about Kundalini. So it will stop there in that point. It will make me feel the pain. Now, some pain as well, some things that we don't deal with. Like they say, when you're stressed, you'll have headaches. When you're stressed, you'll feel back pains. When you're stressed, you'll feel all these things because excessive baggage. So you'll feel pain in different places where you're supposed to, when you are not relaxed, because there's something there holding you. The way that you how do you call it? Okay, let me just give you an example with the face. Sometimes when you're thinking too much and you're too stressed, you see even here, you strain, right? Like me, like I wear glasses, right? Sometimes if I don't wear glasses, I strain. I even have a headache and I strain. You'll see even here, I'll still be there on this side because I strain. I'll have pain around this bit, right? But sometimes with the stress, you'll be so stressed, you'll have pain in different parts of your body because of the stress. You actually get symptoms in different places that you don't feel like it's supposed to be related to. It's something that is mind thing, mental thing, emotional thing, but you start feeling pain on different parts of the body because that stress affects different parts of your body in different ways, depending on what it is that you need to look into, that they're making you aware of in the dream state if they're not talking to you. So Kundalini, yes, the pain of Kundalini having to purge whatever that it needs to be purged. If it is finding it difficult, it's like something gosh, if I start using this, other people might start even thinking other things. But I guess I'll have to use this. What else can I use here? That is the only thing that is close. Let's say this is where there's supposed to be flow, something flowing, going in there, right? Kundalini, the movement of that Kundalini energy, right? Something flowing nicely in there, flowing out of there. But due to whatever that you've gone through, this arm, this hand, when it goes in this, because obviously you've gone through a lot of things, so even this arm is bruised, isn't it? It's bruised, so it's thicker than normal. When it goes through here, it's no longer going to be like flowing nicely like that. It's going to be friction because of the thickness of the arm, of the hand, isn't it? Because of the whatever that, you know. So the flow is not going to be like, it's going to be difficult to flow through this round thing, right? So meaning that it is going to be creating friction, pain for you as you're going through that. There is pain as your hand is trying to go through that hole, right? That's the only thing I can use now, for now, just to try to make you understand. Sometimes the pain is something that's supposed to be flowing easily through that is unable to flow through that, but because of things. Guys, why is this one stopped and stuff like that? Anyway, okay, I was trying to explain the Kundalini, the pain, right? The back and the stomach, not in alignment. Not in alignment. Things are not aligning properly. Anyway, I was trying to explain to Hello Diver, okay, with the pain of the Kundalini. Remember, with everything, meaning that there is a motion. There is a motion, meaning that there's a movement happening there. As in there is movement, right? Meaning that the going there and the going. Remember that there's a movement, like a movement happening. Kundalini, meaning that something is freely going there, going backwards, going through there, going backwards. The movement is happening nicely. There's nothing happening that is uncomfortable. Everything is happening as it's supposed to. You feel it's so beautiful when you can actually literally experience that Kundalini, the beat, all the chakras, and the way they're supposed to feel as that movement is happening around them, right? But every time there is a friction, it can be shown as in cold and hotness of things. Coldness and hotness beat of things, right? So meaning that sometimes you can feel the heat, like the nice warmth. Sometimes you can feel the cold, right? Depending on how your people want to show you about things. They want to use that bit like as in heat, cold or hot. Or if they want to use darkness and light, right? Light and dark. Now they're showing you something is dark or light, as in light or heavy kind of thing. Lightness or heavy stuff. The movement being light, the movement being heavy. Right? On your part, on your body. They'll use different things that you understand. When you're looking at them metaphorically, you go physically to see what you get. What do you see in the darkness? What do you see during the light? Right? In the darkness, are you able to see properly? Are you able to be nicely guided? Or during the day, are you easily directed, or are you easily, you can see things properly without the guidance of another, right? So they'll use dark or light to reveal information to you. Or they use push or pull to reveal information to you. Or they use heat, cold, or hot to explain things to you. So you just have to try to understand that, okay, when there is that heat, the feeling is of comfortable or the feeling of discomfort. When there is cold, for you, the feeling is of comfort, the feeling is of uncomfort, right? Uncomfortable kind of thing. So it will show with that. Anyway, let's leave the Kundalini for now. Andy, let's talk about Makosi is in Kanyamba and Inzunza, the same thing, Go. Makosi, I explain it. I explain the Nzunza and Nkanyama in Nzunza video. The way my people explain it is that different people will use different names for something that actually is the same thing. We are seeing it as the same, but because of the language and where the way the language is coming from, they see whatever that they see and they give that name to it because of where they are and what that was showing them in that particular place. So they name according to what they were seeing, right? What they were seeing. But you might find that Zunza, the serpent, the snake, might be the same Zunza as in Kanyama, being called in different names from different parts of the world as well, depending on the language. But I don't know. That's what my people told me, that sometimes people name the animals that they see, the water spirit animal, as they were seeing them doing the particular thing that they were seeing, and they name it that way. But then you'll find that, I'm talking about if you are in the north, you will see the same animal, you will see the different thing that the animal is doing, and you will name it in a particular way. But when you go to the other side of the world where they speak a different language and what that animal is showing them in that particular area, when it is revealed to them, they see it doing that particular thing and they name it that. The naming will be different from what the others name it. Meaning that I have never been told about Inkanyamba in my Indumba. I have been taught about Inzunza. So in Kanyama, I get asked questions on this live session, and I explain it as my people say to me, that people can see the same animal, but that animal might behave in different ways, depending on where that animal is being seen, is being called by a name because of what it's showing them. But then the other people on the other side might see it, the same animal, behaving in a different way from the other people who are seeing it behaving in a different way. And you will find that it is particular one thing, but just being named in by different names, by different tribes. That is the answer that I got from my people within Inkanyama and Nzunza. Okay. All right. Okay, I was explaining that one. I think my people needs to come back and explain it properly for me to share, because I keep on sharing the same thing. Anyway, Otis, she's gone about 15 years. Everyone closing their nose. That was why I felt ashamed. Yes. At the barrier, I was not feeling good. I felt everything was wrong, but I could not know what it is. Yes. Obviously, people are behaving strangely there. And remember that when someone dies, if we are being brought as healers. If our people are coming with knowledge to help us see the bit of ourselves that we're supposed to see, as in like they've got knowledge for you. Let's say they want you to become a healer, or you're already a healer. So when they are bringing knowledge for you, they're going to show you how other people look at things and how you look at things as well. Now, if they want to show you something about you that makes you why they actually even chose you, so they will show you that others look at things in this way, but you, because of the way you are like as a person and the way that they know you can be as a healer or whatever that they think you can be doing with them, the way you see other people reacting to particular things, they become, the way they are reacting is abnormal than how you react to things, right? If someone is in a coffin, remember that they would have done things to stop the decay, to cover the dead body, smear things on the dead body so that it stops the smell, the decay things. But if they did something and something was not done right, then they're making you aware as a healer or someone who can be doing the right thing as with the knowledge of your ancestors. What could they have done to stop the decay happening? What has happened there? Why was there a decay just halfway and then the other bit was not decayed? So what did they do wrong? The people who put her in that casket, what did they do wrong? Why is the bit of the other bit decayed, the other bit not decayed? They must have done something wrong. Now, this is when we come in as healers. Now, our people are showing us about things that are not right, that are happening with our societies. Our societies now, they see things that are not right. They just do like what those people were doing. They like, no respect whatsoever. No respect whatsoever to even the dead, right? The dead. We can't deal with this. But you, as someone who is seeing what is wrong, happening there, that is not right, ashamed of what you're seeing around them. As a healer, then you need, if you are like me, you will need to find out what has happened to cause that decay. What did those people do wrong there? What has caused the decay? How is someone decaying in the other bit, starting there, and the other bit is not? What is happening? What did they do wrong when they were preparing her to put her in that casket? What did they do wrong? Oh, okay, if they didn't do anything wrong, then why is she decaying there? Right? Why is she decaying there? Why is she starting there? What can we do to stop that, the smell? Because that's now you're working as a healer, right? Stopping the smell. People want to go to the casket and not be doing that, isn't it? Smelling a dead person. What can I do as a healer so that when people are looking at someone, they see, they're able to pay their respect, their last respect to the person. So what can you do to stop that smell? That is you now, your ancestors, spirits and guides, coming with something that is supposed to be used. We use this thing so that when we embalm someone who's dead, it will prevent all that bit. It will prevent that bit. When you embalm them with that, it will prevent that, because it is the knowledge of your people. That's what they know. They used to do that when someone dies. They prepare them like this, as in like things that they put on them and stuff like that, so that the body doesn't decay before they put it underground, right? So that is when they bring out information. Now they're giving information. We do this so that we prevent this kind of things. We do this to prevent this. Now the people are smelling because as well they can't deal with it, but you can do something to stop it. Ashamed, yes, if you are ashamed, there's nothing that you know that can be done to prevent that. Then you'll be feeling ashamed, isn't it? But if you knew what to do, then there, you would have come out and say, let's do this. When you were in the dream state, let's do this so that there will not be an odor coming out which is unpleasant for others. But if you don't know, then you ask, what can be done? You ask your ancestors, spirits and guides, what can be done so that we do things like that? Is there knowledge that you have that we do this, we do that? That is when they're coming in with their tricks. But then the thing is, they were showing you something that is not right. Something that is not right. So they did the setting, they prepared the setting as in the setting of someone being in a coffin. being your grandmother in a coffin with decayed feet, and some people are doing that. So what are you as a family doing? What are you doing as a family if your grandmother is coming into to be used in that way? Like, it is as if she is decaying in a coffin and people are just smelling like this. They're just like looking at her and just, right? So that is what, what do you do? Okay, that is when we find more information from our people. At the body, I was not feeling good. I felt everything was wrong, but I could not know what it is. Okay. Kamagwini in sport, Kamagwini. I just arrived. Okay, welcome, you're here. I'm still here. Yes, I understand. Thanks so much for answering me. Be blessed. You're welcome. Hello, Diver. Hello, Diver. Were you not the one who was asking me a question about something? I think you asked me something. Didn't you ask me something about the Mandau? Hello, Diver. I think I've seen a question about Mandau with your name, about people speaking a different language. Was it you? Or am I thinking about that I saw your name or something? Okay. Oh, Andile is talking. Oh, you're welcome, Andile. Okay. Oh, what happened? Did I? Oh, okay. It was okay. Andile, hey, Miss Fulton. I also used to dream a lot of school like you. There's a video of Makosi such dream interpretation. Going back to school after watching that video, everything became all right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, yes. I love school dreams. I love school dreams. I love them. I love them. But I don't love seeing myself going to school, especially as a way of my ancestors saying that I'm doing something wrong, and now they're taking me to school because I need a lesson again. I hate that one. But I love school dreams where it is definitely new big information coming in. So we have to go to school to learn about this new information, and I have to look at it as in it is formal. School dream is more of a formality. It is formal. I have to understand I'm at school. I have to behave like I'm at school, even in physical terms. I am at school. And I'm there for lessons. So everything that comes in the dream, it is a lesson. I cannot say, I cannot dream and wake up and say, this dream, I'm not gonna be bothered about it. It's just the ancestors, isn't it? I have to take it serious, meaning that I wake up, I write down, and I have to, as I'm writing down, I have to do it like I'm writing down. I'm at school doing a homework. That dream was showing me this, and this, and this, and that, right? And this, and that, and that. I was looking at these other students, and the way they looked, they were looking like this. So I don't have to just say, okay, they showed me the dream where I was sitting for a test, and I was a bit dizzy in there, and I'm just gonna forget it. I don't care if I pass or not. They can bring their result whether they like it or not. Whenever they want to bring it, it's different to that one. That one is even me. I know. I didn't even know I was at school. Now you're showing me I'm sitting for test. Just bring your result whenever you're ready. Whenever you think you're ready. I can't be bothered. I've been going to school for too many years. I don't care. But the ones that I'm talking about is when they're showing you that you are at school. Therefore, every lesson, when you come out of class, you need to sit down with a book and paper. I mean, with a paper and a pen. You need to write down what it is that they were showing you in the dream, because it's very important information, right? So when you're writing it down, you have to put everything in order. It's like a information that's supposed to be preserved, but because sometimes they want you to see things that are happening. So like some of us, we like talking about things that we have seen happening in the dream state instead of theory. So they will take you to school, right? And after that, when they're giving you theory, so they'll start putting in places and stuff like that, so that you understand the significance of that information. So they show it to you, as in they create a drama around that information, so that when you take it out, there is literally nothing that you leave out. There's literally nothing you leave out, because it's important information. So when you're putting it down in writing, so you take everything, every detail, every person that they were showing you in that dream, known or unknown, you put it down there, that that one was unknown, that one was unknown, familiar or unfamiliar. Then you put it down like properly. You write, that person said this, or that person looked at me like this. Wow, I got the feeling of that. As I was looking at them, I got the feeling of that, because it is an important message, that one. They're giving you, even with the way you're thinking about things. Everything in there, you have to write it down, because when you're going to be looking at your things, when you're putting things together, because remember that I'm talking about big important information, when you're putting your things together, it will be the same like as I come here to talk about Inzunza or Inkanyamba. When I come here, because they would have taken me to school as well to teach me about that particular animal. So when I come out, I have to make sure that there is nothing that I leave out from what they were telling me and what they were showing me as in memory image format in the dream state. So everything has to come out as clear as it was being shown, and whatever they are saying to me, I have to understand that there are some things that they were showing me showing it to me like this in the dream state, but when they're giving me theory now, talking to me, I have to remember, oh, no wonder that animal was doing like that in the dream state. Oh, that is very important, isn't it? Because if I'm sharing this important information with someone, it's going to make a big sense to someone, right? So it's very important when you're taken to school like that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, yes. Autumn. So yes, that is just that. That's where we are. And yes, so that was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday session, isn't it? Sunday session. Yes, school dreams are so important. They are so beautiful. School dreams, and not only school dreams, and the what they call it, the sports dreams. They're so, I love them. I love them. With sports, I love that, because with sports, if it is a sport that I don't know of, that means I have to do research. I have to watch the game. I have to watch the game. And the beautiful thing about sports dreams, that water is hot, too hot. The beautiful thing about sports dream is that if they are putting you in an unfamiliar, something that is unfamiliar to you, you're playing a game that is unfamiliar. So it will even show in the dream state whether it being in an unfamiliar setting and game, what you're showing there is you're catching up fast, or you are really you're like someone who's like just being thrown in a room full of something that you don't know. You are in an unfamiliar grounds. So meaning that when you come out of that dream state, you don't want to go and be in unfamiliar grounds as in the dream again, right? So when you go into to outside, when you do research, you're gonna research your things properly. But next time when they put me in that unfamiliar ground, something has to change, because research means that you went and studied the game. Physically, you went and studied the game. When you go back to the dream state, you can see that from the research you've done outside, when you're in that ground again, the way that you're performing, it shows, isn't it? You know the tricks. It is applied in the dream state, right? And as well, you know that whatever that they're showing you in your spiritual path, that that they're saying to you that you're in these new grounds, right? Or in this playing field that is unfamiliar. Now, when you trying to understand it physically, you're trying to understand it, they're metaphorically taking you back there to show you that now this, whatever that they were bringing to your awareness, is now you're becoming familiar with it, or you know how to manage the unfamiliarity bit of things. They show you in the dream state that now you're managing, isn't it? You're doing right. You're doing the right things because you know the rules of the game. Right? You know the rules of the games. Remember that is metaphorical. Now, metaphors is in game, right? Metaphors in game. But then, with the information that comes in, as in applying the spiritual messages, applying them in physical terms, in real life, as in literally, the way you apply the things that you're learning, it will be different. You'll see that you're becoming familiar with how you apply information in real life is different. So that is just that. We're talking about a lot of things, about those kind of things. Yes. What else? And remember as well, when you're talking to your ancestors, remember that the language, I think I've done a video about this, or I've answered someone and I've cropped the video and put it there. When your ancestors are speaking a different language in the dream state that you don't understand, awareness is just that there is this language that you don't understand, but it's just that they want you to know that there is that language, that they're bringing you awareness to a new language to you, or something that is new, or and remember as well, as people we have gone through the different lifetimes, different soul journey, right? So you might have lived as an Indian, you might have lived as someone, you might have lived at that. So the language will be spoken in that dream state. They'll bring it back to you as in awareness that you've lived this life before, right? Or they might bring it as in you've got this people who are speaking in this language. Or awareness will be like learning about other people's languages as well. The importance of it. Why is it relating to your spiritual path? What is the difference in practical practice of that language? What is so different to the language that you're speaking, right? You can learn a lot from that, the message of the language, right? Meaning as in the way it's spoken, what it brings out, and you know, what is it associated with in a dream state, or in real life. But remember that as people, you've got great. So I'm talking about going backwards. Great. So along the way, some of our people were speaking differently, isn't it? So if they're coming in your spiritual path, you just have to know that there is that. But if they're talking to you in that language, that means you'll be able to have someone to bring into the language of the way you speak. The same way as when the spirit comes in, they use our vocabularies. The spirit, when you trance, remember that when you trance, your spirit can speak through you. Or when you trance, the spirit can trance and take you as speaking for the spirit. So meaning that the spirit speaks through you using your language, right? Meaning that you're trancing, but you're speaking. It is you speaking, but it's the spirit giving the message. So they use your vocabulary. You're too much in alignment. The spirit, you speak, the spirit takes over and bring the message in the language that you can process out. But sometimes it's the spirit directly speaking through you. So that's different. So anyway, that was just that. We were talking about ancestor spirits and guides things, and with the like-minded people like us, and yes, and doing a lot of things in our spiritual path. And there's something as well that I need to bring forth. the dreams, dreams interpretation. I know that a lot of us, we tend to say, I don't know how to bring this out. Maybe I'll bring it out in another video, because I need need the help of my ancestors, spirits, and guides, so that I don't come as too much of myself. Anyway, so that is just that we were talking about ancestor spirits and guides things, and we were just enjoying ourselves being in the spiritual Ndumba, YouTube Ndumba, and just helping each other grow so that our path progresses faster, and we can become enlightened people with the help of our ancestor spirits and guides. And any difficulties that we might be facing when we're talking to like-minded people like us, we can fight the fight of people helping each other, so that these things can we can get to our destination faster than we're supposed to, faster as we're supposed to. Yes, that is just that. Okay. Is someone making something? Jimmy, can I have coffee, please, sweetheart? It's so cold in here. It's so cold and windy here. So yes, that is what we were on about, talking about that bit, the ancestral bit of things. Yes. So, but this thing is still bothering me. Why is it not moving? I have 1 teaspoon, just black coffee. Do we have Ovaltine? Oh, thanks. I love that. In a big cup. Ooh la la. Anyway, it looks like we've exhausted this live session. So yes, we have exhausted it. So yes, I'll get myself ready for my. I almost said my show as if I'm the one performing. Yes, and it was nice talking to you. With the help of your ancestor spirits and guides, we were able to spiritually align, and I hope that as well that your journey, we go far as we're supposed to on our spiritual path, and as well, yes, we'll be in this rooms discussing spirituality as we are guided, whenever we are guided. Yes. So that's just that. And we'll talk to each other. And khanyang, 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 khanyang. Khanyang, 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 khanyang.